This summer was by far one of the best anime seasons we've had in the last 5 years, and I do not say that lightly. I know we've had many bangers, especially in the fall, but this go around was very special. You look to your left and you got City the Animation knocking it out of the park in the deepest slice of life bag. You look to your right and The Summer Hikaru Died is clawing its way to the best anime of the year at lightning pace. You turn around and both Don the Don and Kaiju number 8 are keeping you fed in the shonen department, with Fragrant Flower being the cherry on top. And if you look in front of you, Takopi slapped the heck out of everybody, imprinting some serious sadness in a span of 6 episodes. Not to mention, I'm an absolute fraud for not mentioning the show in the last watch list, so yeah, pretty bad on my part. This still isn't even half my lineup, and for once, I actually ran behind. It's safe to say that I'll be thinking about it all for a while, but now it is once again that time to transition. The fall season, aka the best time of the year, is upon us, and surprisingly, this is actually going to be my lightest amount of recommendations this year. It would appear that the summer season took up the abundance, but that doesn't mean that the fall is without some things to be excited for. Looking ahead, we have the conclusion of one of the biggest shonen series in recent years, as well as a few returns and few noteworthy shows here and there. Of course, this list is subjective, so please take it with a grain of salt, but as I have narrowed my choices, it's my job to steer you in the direction of what I believe will be worth your time. So with that being said, here are my picks for every anime that you should be watching for the fall 2025 anime season. Now let's go ahead and establish the continuations, as both Gachiakuta and Togen Anki will be continuing from the summer season into the fall, both of them being 2 core anime, so expect the second OPs and EDs around the corner and the next set of new content. Furthermore, Cinderella Grey will be returning with its second core as well. I'm actually in the process of catching up to this series as I finally gave into the horse racing propaganda, but I'm having a good time. Little did I know that the composer of World Trigger, aka Kenji Kawai, would also be composing for this show as well. Safe to say that if you were there for the series initially, you'll want to continue on with them to close out the year. Now moving into the actual lineup. First up, while it may not be the Yozakura family quite yet, Spy X Family is back with its 3rd season. More Anya, more Yor, and a whole lot more of Twilight. On top of what seems to be some anime original content as pointed out by readers, this section of the story will finally be diving into a bit of Lloyd backstory, which, if my memory serves me well, was a very strong part of the narrative regarding his character. As I said before, you're either a fan or not, but either way, the Forgers will once again be a part of our fall. Continuing with another 3rd season comes To Your Eternity Season 3. While I am not somebody who kept up with the show, I replayed the hell out of the first opening, Pink Blood, when it first came out, and I do know that plenty of people have been keeping up with the story till this day. Going off the key visual and trailer, the story has continuously moved forward in time, in which we're now in the modern era. Regardless of the period, the show still looks to be delivering on those heavy emotions and conversations with Fushi's immortality at the center of the experience. I'm sure many reactors will be there for it, and long-term watchers will naturally be there too. Now let's just go ahead and get the elephant in the room out the way and discuss what is easily the most anticipated anime this season and what I naturally am recommending everyone to be there for with My Hero Academia's final season. 10 years of Deku and Class 1A's journey will be coming to an end this fall, and for the first time since season 1, the series will be having only a singular core. Not only bringing back Pornograffiti, who is the group who performed opening 1 the day, but this genuinely might be the best My Hero will look on a consistent basis because it's only so many episodes in this one core. A lot of the animators have been excited announcing their participation, and even among the trailers, some of the biggest highlights of the arc have yet to be shown, all of which for very good reasons. I can't lie, it's gonna be a very emotional time for a lot of people, myself included, which I also may add that the day after the finale, you should expect something major on the channel from me, so make sure to stick around or come by. As much as I'm not ready to say goodbye, I, alongside many who grew up with the series, will be here to see the story of the greatest heroes till the end. The final season kicks off on October 4th. Coming in at choice number 4, the Ranma 1/2 remake is finally back with its 2nd season. I really enjoyed season 1, and it seems that so far, this adaptation has been well received received by Rumiko Takahashi fans around the world as well. A perfect blend of comedy and martial arts, and even the gender bent trope is well executed. With Akane regaining her memories but Shampoo departing in sorrow, the first season left us off wondering what might become of her. Not only has that issue come back in full force, but once again, Akane is at the center of it all, and it's gonna take both sides of Ranma to get through this second season. Presentation still looks like it should be a pretty good time coming from the Ranma staff over at Studio Mappa, and I'm looking forward to seeing just how much nonsense the crew gets up to this time, all of which will be joined by a handful of new characters. As for quite the surprise this season, coming from Science Saru, we have Sanda. Manga author Paru Itagaki is once again back with another one of their works getting adapted, and this time we've got Santa Claus throwing down. The quality of the recent trailer absolutely knocked it out of the park, with an opening done by Yama as well, and you'd think that with Dandadan rolling out right now, it would be Saru's presentational diamond lonely at the top. However, I'd argue that we may just end up debating here soon who really is the studio's favorite. I can't vouch for how well the narrative may hold up, given I'll be going into this blind as well, but it's a perfect idea with the holidays around the corner. Knowing Itagaki's momentum from previous works like Beastars, I'm expecting some really neat twists and turns, and hopefully this will continue to further the streak of them being one of the medium's most underrated storytellers. While we're somewhat in the neighborhood of ideas that resemble that of Beastars, with You Our Love Will Make It Through is our supernatural romance this season, putting together a human and beast folk combo. Yep, for all you freaky frogs out there and people with questionable hear me outs, this is definitely your win for the season. I'll admit that the art style does look pretty solid, and all things considered, Ranma is going to need some actual competition, so I'm willing to ride this one out. We're walking down the forbidden romance route given the existing prejudice, despite the coexistence of both humanity and beast folk being common. We don't have much to lose here at this point, and if you're not a Ranma fan, then this will definitely be something to keep your eye on if you're in the market for all things romance. Finally, coming from Studio PA Works, and which I am designating as the potential gem of the season, we have the original anime Dusk Beyond the End of the World. In a world 200 years in the future, our main character Akira awakes to not only everything being different, but an android who resembles his sworn love coming for marriage. I can imagine that this was done to make sure that no matter how much time has passed, Akira will be loved. Don't get it twisted, however, as this is tagged as a sci-fi drama. This anime is also being directed by Noakatsu Suda, who is widely known for projects like JoJo's, being the director for Bizarre Adventures, Diamond Unbreakable, Golden Wind, and Stardust Crusaders. That resume alone gives me the initial confidence to believe that this anime should be in good hands, and if this sounds pretty good to you, then make sure to check this one out as well, which will be streaming on High Dive. And with that is going to bring me to the end of my list. Again, I know this is super short, but looking ahead, we have a lot of fantasy and isekai that I just don't feel move the needle in terms of first impressions. Knowing that a lot of people don't keep up with the season on average, I'm keeping my list narrow. I will say that I am a bit hesitant to recommend the upcoming Madhouse and Cyclone Graphics collaboration on the series Wandance. Sadly, I do think that the CGI is going to turn a lot of people away from the performances. I think I'll settle on saying to give this a shot, and if you find the premise worthwhile and the dances disappointing in the anime, go ahead and turn to the manga. I've heard incredible things about the art, and this might just be one of those cases. Of course, if you feel something is worth watching that I did not mention, feel free to say so in the comments section down below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see what else is upcoming, check out the live chart link in the description below. Be well out there until we meet again in the winter 2026 watch list.